Welcome everyone to the very small Hobart International Airport. Today we return back to Brisbane and will be taking Jetstar. Check-in counters are the first thing you will see, and if you have any check-in baggage, proceed to one of the counters available. You can also utilize the self-check-in machines if you want. A quick note is that Jetstar only allows check-in and bag drop strictly 2 hours before departure for domestic flights. After, make your way to the departures area to clear security and arrive at the airside. Here, there are a couple of shops available before you board your flights. Hobart Airport maintains a combined international and domestic terminal with the only international destination as New Zealand at the moment. Just arriving, we have our A320 coming in. This aircraft is registered as Victor Hotel-Yankee X-Ray Victor and is around 13 years old. In fact, this is probably the last review for this aircraft, as soon after this flight, it was taken away from the Jetstar fleet. That's a good thing in my opinion, as you will see later in the video. Today, we depart from Gate 2 as flight JQ756 and soon it's time for boarding. Welcome on board Jetstar flight JQ756. My seat for this flight is 5A, and on this aircraft, seats in rows 2 to 11 have a pitch of 29 inches and a width of 18 inches. The recline is a tiny 2 inches only. The seats are pretty worn and don't have storage pouches for passengers. For the armrest, the window side is completely fixed while the other side is retractable if needed. Outside, we are just in front of the left side engine, and today's flight was around 3/4 full. As a result, the aircraft finished boarding pretty quickly, and soon it's time to depart. After a scenic takeoff, let's look at the tray table, which is a single piece that can be adjusted. It provides a pretty good space, and looking at the seat items, we do have the A320 safety card as well as the Jetstar menu. Inside the menu, there are a selection of snacks, light meals and drinks. Your fare may also include vouchers for meals, which the cabin crew will inform you of. On the back is Jetstar merchandise as well as miscellaneous items. Jetstar also offers streaming services through the Jetstar Entertainment Plus feature. Unfortunately, on this flight though, it was unavailable. So with nothing to do except stare out the window and rest, time eventually passed and soon we were reaching Brisbane. As we make our way in, let's go through my thoughts for today's flights. Beginning with the cabin crew, I didn't have too much interaction with them today, however, I did observe them being very helpful, especially with foreign tourists. They were kind, patient and always willing to help, so it's a 9 out of 10 for this category. For food and drinks, I didn't get anything on this flight, so this rating will just be about the menu available on board. Whilst I don't hate it, I also don't particularly love it either and wasn't tempted to get anything. An expansion to the menu would be excellent, but for now it's a 7 out of 10. Moving on to comfort, the 29 inches of pitch is small as you would expect for a budget airline, however, there are a few other issues that I came across. Firstly, the seats don't have a storage pouch, so everything must either be held or put away in your personal storage under the seats. In addition, the seats were also very worn out with many scratches and scuff marks present. My biggest problem though was actually the seat back, which wasn't very comfortable. With every press or nudge into the seat from the person behind me, I could feel it on my side, which feels like getting stabbed in the back. It's probably the worst seats I've had in a while, so it's a 3 out of 10 for this category. Next, for cleanliness, as mentioned, some areas are pretty worn out, but overall, the general cabin was pretty clean with no rubbish around. Some areas could use a deeper wipe for sure, so I'm giving this category a 7 out of 10. Finally, for timeliness, we are on track to land in Brisbane 10 minutes early, which is fantastic. Our arrival time is 12:25 PM and this category gets a perfect 10. Wrapping everything up, the final score for today's flight is 7.2 out of 10. The aircraft itself was the biggest problem today, and I'm glad it has since been removed from the Jetstar fleets. Looking at the transfer history, the aircraft is now operated by Jetstar Japan, and I hope they refit the entire cabin to something fresher. Welcome to Brisbane International Airport. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video. Do you love aviation and traveling? If so, please remember to subscribe before leaving to ensure you don't miss out on future videos. Thank you for watching today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and be sure to leave a like. Take care and see you next time.